see the sunlight is starting to come through. It's so beautiful. Yeah, we don't need that light anymore. All right, so we are finally back in LA and checking on the progress of our house. We haven't really been here at all during construction. We've been doing a ton of FaceTime videos, photos, and calls, but we're actually here in person checking out the house, and we're really excited. We're almost there. Come on in. So this already, the foyer is completely different. Originally the house opened directly into the living room, and this kind of gives us a nice little entryway, place to throw our stuff, and also gives us privacy from the street. You can't see directly into the house, which we love. Now in our main space, main living area, we kind of kept the layout of this area the same.
It was super open.
This is what we loved about the house, the openness, the exposed beams. But what we did change is
We added a skylight.
skylights. And
And
then
we closed off this corner of the living room to kind of make an office / hybrid third bedroom if we want it.
but I think what made the biggest impact were the doors, right?
Yeah.
So we used to have sliders here, but they were much lower. These we raised, what, a foot or two?
1.5 We trimmed all our door heights 1.5 to bring in a little bit more natural light. And we also cut off the eaves on the outside of our house, which allows for more natural light to come in as well. And we could also raise our roof line, which was super cool. Makes
So
a big impact.
the sun is just coming up, and as the day goes on, you see more and more sunlight coming in through the house. So this is gonna make a huge impact on our living space, the amount of light, and it's gonna be amazing for shooting, and it's just so beautiful. We love this part. And we have like openings along the whole house. But anyway, okay, moving on. Well, this is the dining room area. Not really much to say here.
Yeah, we changed this. This used to be French doors going out to a garden of nowhere, and we changed this to just kind of a giant window. So losing an entry point, but gaining a lot of natural light as well.
And we had a built-in bar here, which we'll kind of recreate with some sort of buffet, like sideboard thing, but we haven't figured that out yet. And then kitchen, this is Matt's area. This is actually finally coming to life. I know it looks like there's still so much to do, but it's getting there. We have all the boxes in for the millwork.
We have these walnut millwork going in, sink underneath the window. These will both be kind of our utility sections. We have coffee machines,
Ovens,
drawers,
refrigerator.
double ovens, refrigerator, freezer going there.
And then we'll have an island here as well.
Yeah, big island with some more appliances, open shelving in the back, and then you have this beautiful indoor-outdoor bar, which you can see kind of going out to the backyard. This is an exterior barn window, which is a super cool feature.
So you can entertain, indoor-outdoor entertaining.
Yeah.
Which we're super excited about. One thing that we are fixing is the hood, right?
I don't know if we're fixing that.
This is a
You guys have to let us know what you think if this is too low. For me, it feels too low. So
He's
something we have to
6'2",
discuss.
I'm 5'7". It kind of feels perfect for me, but I don't cook, so I think we might have
It's a
to.
discussion point right now.
This is something I think we might have to change,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It feels big for the space currently. So
But I-
TBD.
I love all these little nooks we have in the kitchen.
I'm showing these
We have these little nooks for kind of
coffee.
or whatever, and then
Utilities.
these are kind of some deeper ones for like serving trays and cheese boards and
Show
whatever.
them the niches on the floor.
Have little niches for uplighting when you
There's
come
LED.
through this hallway.
So there's like LED uplights in here. It just gives like a nice cool effect, especially at night when you're entertaining.
I really love all these built-in little details.
Plaster
So,
details. This
yeah.
is just kind of starting to come to life. This is our money wall. We have Jeremy Harnish Plaster making things happen here. He's unbelievable.
He's done so many layers already.
Yeah, this is like the 5th layer to kind of refine and get a little bit closer to exactly what Rachel wants.
The texture is just amazing though.
Yeah, but if you can come in close and see some of the detail here, it's really, really cool.
This is Joan's room.
Too dark.
It's a little dark right now, but in the afternoon it gets really beautiful lights. The shape hasn't really changed that much in here. This used to be sliding glass doors, again to the street. We took those out and put in windows. So that was really the only change in here.
Yeah, this wall changed a little bit as it was kind of butting up against our new powder room bathroom, so we lost maybe a little bit of space in here, but there'll be a lot of built-ins, kind of similar to the way this was originally laid out.
We're waiting for all the closets and everything to be put in here. The millwork has been probably the biggest delay in the project. We actually lived in this room for the first 6 months when we bought the house. When I found out I was pregnant, we found out there was black mold in the master bedroom. So Matt and I were living in this room pretty much for the first 6 months while we were in the house. So we're very comfortable in this room.
This was the only working bathroom in the house. We only had cold water for the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, no hot water.
And this one was pregnant.
And I was pregnant. That was fun.
It was a fun time to experience this
But
house.
this bathroom actually, I think we've added. This is
square footage.
a little square footage. There used to be 2 bathrooms back to back here, and we pushed out to make a little bit of a vestibule and then increase the size of this bathroom. And you know, the bathroom pretty much, we added an additional like 2 feet going this way. So even though it's still a smaller bathroom, you know, it's much bigger than it was before. I think it's gonna be perfect for Jones.
Show them your tile.
Oh yeah, so we were doing, of course, plaster again in here. Vertical tile in the shower, and then this looks like wood, but it's actually tile as well. So that's waiting to be grouted, but we're getting there. The master bedroom. This is Matt's future closet. Once again, waiting on the millwork to come in. We expanded these drawers as well.
These ones came up. All our door heights around the house are now around 8.5 feet, and they started. So we went up from 7-foot doors. We gained a lot of extra light.
And then we opened to the pool, which will be amazing.
Yeah, it looks really great right now. There's a lot of trash and there's some pools in there, but it's getting there. The pool actually was a pretty big remodel in itself as well. We cut off the deep end of the pool, which we can kind of go and talk about later, but made a pretty big impact in the backyard. So we're excited about that.
We're gaining back a lot of space by remodeling the pool. So that was a huge cost, but I think having space in the backyard and not just a pool was important, especially with a baby.
Our backyard became just one big lagoon pool, so we made some changes.
Kind of walking through the bathroom and then into this closet.
Or if you come over
office.
through this way, you can just see, it's nice to have a clear shot from our room into this office space, a lot of clean lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool.
So this kind of is like the master wing.
This is Rachel's wing, let's be real. This is her money zone, so.
I'm so excited. It's our little sanctuary over here. So the master bathroom still has a lot of work to do.
So these medicine cabinets are haunting us for whatever reason.
They can't seem to get them to lay straight, but it's going to be all mirrors here. And then once again, millwork, waiting on millwork.
We have a custom concrete vanity that we had built to kind of perfectly fit this space. It's a super cool feel that sits on top of the millwork. And then this is kind of like our spa shower area. Our bathtub is over there. It's a big, like, beautiful circle bathtub. This is going to be like a teak wet floor, which will be placed over this kind of barren, weird-looking space that you see now.
And then this big sliding door on the other side of the shower will lead to our outdoor shower.
Yeah.
which is still in the works.
And tell them about these doors. These are like the way that it's actually
barn door.
something that our architect did, which we've never heard of before. These are exterior hung barn doors, so the actual whole door frame sits on the outside of the house. So when you open it, it's like a clean line. You kind of just feel like you're going indoor or outdoor. And then when you close it, you obviously have a big door. So it's a pretty cool feature. We have them all throughout our house. Just really into them.
Yeah, but this will be an amazing bathroom. And we're done. Super excited. I love the indoor-outdoor space. So all of these patches along the wall,
Yeah,
you
why
can
don't you show
see,
them?
these were all of our plaster samples. We had them do these big swatches on the walls so we could get a better visualization of how they would look in a larger scale versus just picking out a little plaster swatch on a piece of paper. So seeing them up here dried in different, we had Kara come and take photos for us at different times of the day so we could see what they look like in different sunlight versus shade. All of those things came into consideration when picking the colors. So we ended up.
And many of these have different applications as well. So you can see some have more aggregate, have less. So picking, the final finish and also the final color has been, as you can see from the number of swatches here, quite a process.
So like this is the final color we went with. These are two different applications. This has like more of an aggregate and like you can see the texture and movement in it. And this was a smoother finish.
Santa Barbara finish.
Santa Barbara, we're going with the smoother finish. And this color, which will be really beautiful. Over time, it fades like with any other color. So we think this is gonna give us like a really nice natural tone. It's Silverado.
Essentially, this is the front, half or 3/4 of the pool. We changed a little bit of the side and the angles over here to give us a clean line going against this, because this will eventually be a built-in like kind of sofa area and a little elevated deck space. And we're keeping the original stairs, which was a cost saver for us. We added a new bench in the new deep end. And then we totally cut off the previous deep end, which if you come over here, you can see. So this is the crater that used to be our deep end, and it is massive, as you guys can see. I mean, this pool right now is 30 by 20, which is a really good size pool. It used to be 56 by 20. 25. So, I mean,
It took up our whole backyard.
Yeah. So we're gonna regain this whole space, which will have like a built-in barbecue area over there. We're gonna have like a little entertaining area, outdoor seating, maybe a fire pit down the line. Who knows?
We found out, actually, this is interesting, when we were breaking down all the walls in the living room, we were always wondering, like, why was this pool so big? It's shocking. Like, it literally takes up 3/4 of the backyard. So when we were breaking down the walls throughout the house, we ended up taking it down to the studs. We found out that the living room was at one point an outdoor patio area.
You can see it in the floor too.
So like the bedrooms, like our master area, Jones's room, the office and the kitchen were the original house. And this entire living room area was at one point an outdoor space.
Yeah, this whole space here.
It was framed differently and it had a completely different concrete slab under it. So
well, it actually had wood decking.
Or wood
there
decking.
was no concrete slab. So it's part of the reason why we had substantial water issues in our house.
Yeah.
And we also had to change the structure all along this wall of the house, because this was an added section of roof, so it didn't have proper structures or header beams. So this was a huge impact for the framing.
But it made sense to why the pool was so big, because the actual backyard used to be bigger. They even closed it and made it part of the house. So mystery solved.
Yeah.
This is Matt's office, which he desperately needs. He needs his own space. I have my office closet. This is going to be his office.
This will be my small man cave. So again, this was both two French doors going out to the street for no reason. So we replaced these with big you know, kind of call them windows.
You have like a corner office.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. He has like amazing light, corner office looking over into the street. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, this is the original fireplace that we were able to maintain.
He gets to keep the fireplace, something we had to fight for.
Yeah, we have brick veneer going all along here to replace the existing that was there. We built in kind of desk unit going in here.
Millwork, once again, waiting for the millwork.
Millwork. We'll have a nice little TV up there for you to hang out and watch eventually as time goes on.
And a barn door.
And a beautiful record little studio for us to showcase all of our old records and kind of be able to play those throughout the house, which I'm stoked on. So
Are you excited for your man cave?
Yeah, it's gonna be good to be able to close the door eventually. We'll see how that is.
You want to be away from me?
Yeah, for a little bit.
No.
So yeah, I mean, I think this is where we're at.